You ever get the feeling someone's watching you, not in a creepy way, but like they already know something about you haven't even figured out yet? So there I am, on this flight to Geneva, just me and my 4-year-old, Zoe, who's halfway through a cold and fully committed to making this flight hell. I'm wrangling her tablet, trying to find her favorite cartoon, when this guy in first class leans over, Rolex flashing, voice smooth like he's used to people stopping when he talks, and he says, "I couldn't help but notice you just spoke Mandarin to your kid, French to that couple, and Spanish to the flight attendant. That's impressive but also kinda suspicious. Who are you, really?" I swear, the entire cabin went silent. Like one of those movie scenes where the record scratches and everyone turns to look. And I just smiled, calm on the outside, chaos brewing underneath, and said, "I'd appreciate it if you minded your business." Now here's the thing, I wasn't trying to be mysterious. I just didn't want to explain that I speak 8 languages, not because I'm some genius, but because someone made me that way. I didn't always know it, of course. Growing up, I thought I just had a knack for languages. My dad was military, we moved around, I picked things up fast. By 17, I'd already mastered 5. I got this scholarship full ride to a fancy private school called Hamilton Academy. But what they never told me was that the scholarship wasn't charity. It was a science experiment. And I wasn't just lucky. I was engineered. Fast forward a couple decades, and I'm a UN translator, married, living in New York, raising Zuriho, by the way, was speaking in full sentences in 2 languages by age 2. I thought I'd made it. Until Richard Chen, one of the men behind the Hamilton Initiative, sent me an encrypted message out of nowhere. "They're watching you. Your daughter too. Meet me. Come alone." 2 days later, he was dead. Heart attack, they said. I knew better. Then perfect timing, me husband Kwa gets offered a medical job in Switzerland. Dream opportunity. Too perfect. I knew something was off, but I went. For Zoe. For safety. Or at least, I thought. Back on that flight, the guy who grilled me? That's Marcus Whittington Jr., billionaire tech guy. Son of Marcus Whittington Sr., one of the 3 men who built the Hamilton Initiative. Turns out, he'd been looking into the program himself. And that little thing he noticed in Zoe's eyes? It's a rare genetic marker. Part of the same experiment that made me. He tells me there's a new group now, Prometheus Consortium, a bunch of suits and generals who picked up where the initiative left off. They're hunting down the kids like Zoe. Tracking them, testing them. And some of us, the original SWVE, already started disappearing. So we run again. Marcus helps. He hides us in this compound in the Swiss Alps with others like me, people who can memorize books after one read, solve impossible equations in their heads, swim like machines. All gifted. All engineered. All terrified for their kids. But someone betrays us. 4 black SUVs roll up. Tactical gear. Gas. Guns. Chaos. And the mole? My husband. Kwa had been working with Prometheus the entire time. Said he did it for Zoe. Said they could give her the future we couldn't. But when I looked into his eyes, I didn't see love. I saw belief. Belief that Zoe didn't belong to us, that she belonged to them. There's gunfire. Smoke. Screams. And Kwa gets shot protecting Zoe from the very people he helped bring in. We barely make it out. Marcus grabs us, gets us on a helicopter. Zoe's crying, asking why Daddy's gone. And Marcus, well, he just stares out the window like he's watching the whole world burn. In that moment, something changes in me. All my life, I thought I was just a girl who got lucky. Turns out, I was made for something. But not their something. Mine. 3 months later, I stood in front of the United Nations. I told the whole truth. About the experiments. About the children. About the lies. About how people like me were created, not born, and still we are human. The footage from the raid? We had it. Marcus recorded everything. We exposed Prometheus. Arrests were made. Assets frozen. The program was dismantled, at least, publicly. But here's the part they don't tell you. The damage? It doesn't just go away. My daughter still wakes up crying. I still hear Qua's last words in my head. Promise me you'll protect her. And I did. I am. Now we live quietly, off-grid, teaching Zoe that her gift is hers, not anyone else's. And if anyone ever tries to take her again, I won't run. I'll fight. Because she's not an asset. Not a subject. Not a legacy of some twisted experiment. She's my daughter. She gets to choose who she becomes. Now, let me ask you this: if you found out your whole life was designed by people in a lab, do you think that makes your choices any less real? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you think is more powerful: nature, nurture, or choice.